Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about some literary moments. आज हम इसमें कुछ लिटरेरी मोमेंट्स के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। वैसे तो लिटरेरी मोमेंट्स बहुत सारे हैं, लेकिन आज हम केवल 10 लिटरेरी मोमेंट्स के बारे में ही जानेंगे, जो कि हैं शेवलरी पोइट्स, एमोटरी फिक्शन, द अगस्टस, स्ट्रम एंड ड्रैंक, रोमांटिज्म, डार्क रोमांटिज्म, अमेरिकन रोमांटिज्म, गॉथिक नॉवल, लेक पोएट एंड मेटाफिजिकल पोइट्स। तो इनके एक एक जो ये वर्क हैं, एक एक ये जो लिटरेरी मोमेंट्स हैं, इनके बारे में हम डिटेल में स्टडी करेंगे। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। सबसे फर्स्ट जो लिटरेरी मोमेंट है वो है कैवलियर पोएट्स। उसकी हिस्ट्री के बारे में अगर हम देखें तो आफ्टर एलिजाबेथ्स फर्स्ट डाइड चाइल्डलेस, इंग्लिश सोसाइटी क्विकली वेंट डाउनहिल। जब एलिजाबेथ चाइल्डलेस चली गई थी तो इंग्लिश सोसाइटी जो है वो नीचे गिरती चली गई। इन 1642 इंग्लैंड इरप्टेड इन अ सिविल वार. Those who supported the monarchy were called cavalier, and those who supported parliament were known as roundheads. So this is a brief history. After the death of Elizabeth I, there was English civil war in England. Those who supported the monarchy or kings were called cavalier, and those who supported parliament were known as roundheads. Poetry of the cavalier. Many cavaliers wrote musical, light-hearted verse that are popular with the royal court. And it means cavalier poets mostly wrote their works for royal poets, and their works were basically musical, light-hearted. And cavalier poets frequently advocate the philosophy of Capri-Diem. Capri-Diem की philosophy को वो advocate करते थे. Capri-Diem की philosophy क्या है उसके बारे में हम अभी study करेंगे. तो क्या होता है? Capri-Diem means seize the day. It means to live in the present situation. In other words, the philosophy of Capri-Diem means to live for the moment. Live life to the fullest here and now, to live in the present moment. The philosophy of Capri-Diem is not limited to British literature, but it can be found throughout world literature, in movies and in senior year mottos. So this philosophy were found or is found in British literature as well as in throughout all the world literatures. Then cavalry poets value. They accepted the ideals of the Riensha gentleman. It means cavalier poets basically were gentlemen, a man who is at once lover, soldier, man of affairs, musician, poet, but they reject the notion of Christianity. These are the qualities of cavalier poets. Cavalier poets were considered heretics by the Puritans and other conservative Christians. Cavalier poetry qualities. The cavalier poet's primary purpose was to entertain. Entertain करना था उनका purpose. His work almost always espoused the values of Capri-Diem. Some common techniques which they included in their work: use of conversational style that followed natural speech pattern, use of regular rhythm pattern, and use of metaphor. So these were the qualities of cavalier poets. Now discuss about some important cavalier poets at the time. First cavalier poet was Ben Jonson. He was a bricklayer and eventually joined the army. He married Annie Louise in 1594. He joined a theatrical company in 1857 and was imprisoned on Fleet St for his involvement in a satire entitled The Isle of Dogs. It means in his work The Isle of Dogs, he satire. That's why he was imprisoned. Killed a fellow actor, Gabriel Spence, in a duel. Pleaded his case, converted to Catholicism, and back to Anglicans a decade later. He kills his fellow actor, and he converted into Catholicism and again converted into Anglicans. Lord Chamberlain's Man, theatre का नाम है, performed his play Every Man in his humor with Shakespeare in the cast at the Global Theatre. Robert Herrick was born in Cheapside, London in 1591 to a precocious goldsmith. His father committed suicide the next year. He later apprenticed with his uncle. He graduated with a BA and Masters of Arts in 1620 and became one of the sons of bands. Cavalier poets mixing in literary circle in London. In 1622, Charles I made him Dear Pierre Pierre in Exeter, where he lived in the solution of country's life and wrote some of his best work. Richard Lovelace, 1816 to 1859. He was a model of a courtier. It means he was a courtier, दरबारी था. His demeanor was admired by, उसका जो उनके जो वर्क थे वो चार्ल्स किंग फर्स्ट उसके वर्क को एडमायर करते थे. एंड क्वीन ही हेनरी था मारिया ऑफन टेकिंग पार्ट इन literary expedition to Scotland. He favored the restoration of Anglican bishop and was imprisoned for his belief. मतलब वह फेवर करता था कि एंग्लिकन बिशॉप्स का रेस्टोरेशन होना चाहिए और इसी कारण वह जेल भी गया. आफ्टर किंग चार्ल्स कैप्चर ही वॉज imprisoned again and wrote the famous Lucasta poems for Lucy Sacherville, who married another thinking he had died in battle. It means in किंग चार्ल्स के मरने के बाद उसे दोबारा से इम्प्रेशन मिली और उसने अपना फेमस वर्क लिखा लूसीटा पोएम्स, जिसके अंतर्गत जो लूसी हैं जिससे वह शादी करना चाहती थी, उसने सोचा कि वह बैटल में मर गया तो उसने किसी और से शादी कर ली. उसी के ऊपर उसने लुकास्टा वर्क लिखा. ही लिव्ड ऑन चैरिटी एंड डाइड इन पॉवर्टी इन 1658. Second literary movement was Amatory fiction. Amatory fiction is a literary genre that originated in Great Britain during the 17th century. Amatory fiction originated in 17th century. It became very popular, especially to women writers. Amatory fictions were written by the women writers. It is considered by many to predate the novels and even paved the way for the romance novel. It means it was assumed that it give direction for the romantic novels. सबसे पहले amatory novels आए और फिर romantic novels आए थे. This type of fiction focused on romantic interest, sex, love and emotions. It was mainly written by women and mostly read by women. Though due to its popularity, it is likely that men also read this type of novels. इस popularity के कारण men also read this novel. Narrowly defined, amatory novel is a formulaic genre which typically portrayed an innocent, trusting woman who is misled by a selfish, lustful man. The main themes of these novels were they portrayed in this novel there is a portrait of an innocent and trusting woman who is misled by a selfish, lustful man. When considering amatory fiction, two major women writers come in mind. After listening the name of the amatory fiction, the name of two female authors came in our mind, which was Ephra Behn and Eliza Haywood. Helped pay the way for women writers. Everyone predated the novel. Their style for writing consists of lust and betrayal, and love for their leading ladies usually ends up in misery. मतलब उनका स्टाइल किस तरीके का था, वो लस्ट के बारे में लिखती थी, बिट्रायल धोखे के बारे में लिखती थी, और अपनी जो लेडीज़ थी उस समय की, ठीक है, उस समय जो मतलब कि उनकी नॉवेल्स में जो लेडीज़ होती थी वो लास्ट में उनकी क्या सिचुएशन होती थी, मिजरी. अरफा पेन्स का नॉवल है द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द नन इज़ द परफेक्ट एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द जर्न अलॉन विद हर नॉवल ओरोनोको विच हैज़ बीन थीम्स ऑफ एमेट्री फिक्शन विद इन द स्टोरी, एंड लीजा हेवुड्स नॉवल लव इन एक्सेस इज also a great example of amatory novel due to its many relationship and lustful language. Third literary movement was the Augustan movement. This movement was also known as Neoclassical Age or the Age of the Reason. This movement was started with King George I and took place mainly in the 18th century. The time period of this movement was the 18th century. Poets often wrote long poems that were considered to be mock epics. In Augustan movements, poets wrote long poems and mock epics, usually based on classical Rome or Greek forms. इनका फॉर्म्स क्या होते थे, रोम और ग्रीक फॉर्म्स में लिखते थे. was during the reign of Caesar Augustus के रिजाइन में, मतलब जब राजा सीजर कैसर अगस्तस थे. named for the golden period in Roman poetry. This era was known as the golden period in Roman poetry. Started at the end of the Restoration era and ended with the death of Alexander Pope. The lifespan of this movement was started at the end of the Restoration era, and this movement was ended with the death of the Alexander Pope. Long verses, narratives, and mock epics, often satirical and immediate classical models, were the basic characteristics of the Augustan movement. The literary techniques, couplets, मतलब कि जो अगस्टन मूवमेंट्स में जो वर्क्स लिखी गई थी उनकी लिटरेरी टेक्निक्स क्या थे? कपलेट्स थी और 2 लाइन स्टैंजा. कपलेट इट मीन्स स्टैंजा which have 2 lines usually with and rhymes the same, their ending or their rhymings are same, and stopped a line with a pause at the end. End में pause होती है line that end with a period, comma, colon, semicolon, exclamation point, etc. Allusion, a reference in a work of literature to something outside the work, especially to a well-known historical and literary things. It means example was taken from other historical things or literary things outside the works. मतलब कि बाहर से एग्जाम्पल लिए जाते थे इस वर्क में. एंड इमेजिनरी द इमेजेस ऑफ द लिटरेरी वर्क, इमेजेस का इस्तेमाल किया जाता था. फेमस अगस्टन पोइट्स वाज Alexander Pope. Alexander Pope was born on 21 May 1622 and he was died on 1744. He was born in London. He knew Greek and Latin at the age of 12. He never had official schooling. He learned by reading, studying and writing poetry. His famous writing was his translation on the Iliad and Homer's The Odyssey, essay on man and rape of the lock. Joseph Addison, second important Augustan movement's poet. Background information. His lifespan was 1672 to 1719. He was an English essayist, poet, playwright and politician. He enjoyed writing letters. He received his education from the Queen's College, Oxford. He met Richard Steele and found interest in Augustan writing. He founded the Spectre magazine with Steele. Very important questions which usually came in UGC NET exams or many other exams. कि इंग्लिश स्पेक्टेटर्स किन किन के द्वारा फाउंड किया गया था? तो जोसेफ एडिसन एंड रिचर्ड स्टीले. नोटेबल वर्क है एन एड्रेस टू किंग विलियम इन 1695, एन अकाउंट ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट इंग्लिश पोइट 1694, आफ्टर नैमूर एंड पैक्स गुलिलिमी 1697. जोनाथन Swift, born on November 1667 in Dublin, Ireland. Notable work was Gulliver Travels 1726, A Tale of a Tub 1704, and A Modest Proposal. His father died a few months before he was born, and his mother left to go to England, leaving him with his relatives. Studied at Kikingley Grammar School and Trinity College in Dublin. Went to England because of King Charles II realized his great talent for satire. He went to England, and at England, King James II, impressed by his talent of his satire. During the reign of Queen Anne, Swift visited London. Queen Anne के रिजाइन में Swift London गया, making a name for himself as a talented essayist. Great friend of Alexander Pope, a fellow satirist, victim of many disease which affected balance and hearing, and died 1745. John Dryden, another important poet of Augustan movement, born on 1631 and died on 1700. Earliest child in the family of 14 children. He went to Westminster Academy as a king's scholar under Richard Bushley and started to publish writing at the age of 18. Wrote many different types of literature for many famous people. He was a playwright, prose writer, poet or dramatic author, and also a literature translator. Literature को translate करने वाला था, and he buried at Poet Corners in Westminster Abbey. His famous work was Marriage et l'amour, a play or poem है. Religio Laici 1682, Annus Mirabilis 1667, and The Assassination of Love in a Nunner 1667. Then Sturm und Drang, also known as Sturm and Drive or Storm and Stress. This was proto-romantic novel, the movement before the romantic movement. इन जर्मन लिटरेचर में रोमांटिक मूवमेंट से पहले का ये मूवमेंट था इन 1760 to 1780. दिस वर्क वाज द टाइटल ऑफ द प्ले ऑफ फ्रेडरिक मैक्सिमिलियन क्लिंगर. दिस मूवमेंट आल्सो इंस्पायर्ड रोमांटिक ऑथर्स जोहन वोल्फगेन वॉन गोथे एंड फ्रेडरिक शिचलर. Our next literary movement is Dark Romanticism. So before discussing Dark Romanticism, we discussed about what is Romanticism. Romanticism value beliefs and emotions which as more important than logic and facts. Beliefs and emotions are important and logic and facts are not so important. The individual came first and often involved the worship of nature. According to Romanticism, individual come first and individual worship the nature. Dark Romanticism is distinguished from Romanticism in its emphasis on human fallibility and sin. Dark Romanticism emphasizes on sin, whereas Romanticism believes in human goodness. Romanticism, they are pessimist. Dark Romanticism are pessimist, and Romanticism are optimist. According to Dark Romanticism, even good men and women drift towards sin and self-destruction, and they can be unintended consequences that arise from well-intended social reform. यानी कि डार्क रोमांटिज्म के अनुसार गुड मैन और वुमेन भी जो है वो सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्शन की तरफ चले जाते हैं. द जर्न ऑफ डार्क रोमांटिज्म इज थॉट टू हैव एमर्ज्ड फ्रॉम द ट्रांसेंडेंटल मूवमेंट. ट्रांसेंडेंटल मूवमेंट क्या है? इस मूवमेंट से वह एमर्ज हुआ है डार्क रोमांटिज्म. ट्रांसेंडेंटल मूवमेंट was emerged in 19th century America, whereas transcendentalists felt perfection and their own divinity as innate quality of mankind. ये मानते हैं कि जो परफेक्शन है और हमारी खुद की दैव्यता डिविनिटी जो है वो ह्यूमन काइंड के अंदर पहले से ही होती है कि ह्यूमन क्या है, परफेक्ट है और उसमें डिविनिटी है. दे थॉट यूटोपियन कॉमेंस वुड वर्क. डार्क रोमांटिज्म बिलीव्ड ह्यूमन ग्रेटिवेट टू एवल्स एंड सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्शन, कि ह्यूमन जो है वो किसकी तरफ ग्रेटिवेट होता है, ग्रेविटेट होता है सेल्फ एवल और सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्शन. स्टोरीज इन दिस जर्न शेयर मैनी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ रियलिज्म. रियलिज्म मीन्स विच शो रियलिटी. तो द स्टोरी ऑफ डार्क रोमांटिज्म हैव मैनी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ रियलिज्म. डार्क रोमांटिक्स focus on human fallibility, self-destruction, judgment, punishment, as well as psychological effect of guilt and sin. Authors who embrace this genre include Elder Allan Poe, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Herman Melville, and Emmy Dickinson. There is an even darker side of dark romanticism, which is Gothic literature, which involves sheer terror, personal torment, graphic mobility, and the supernatural. तो मेन इसके अंतर्गत हमने यही पढ़ा कि यह रोमांटिज्म से अलग है. रोमांटिज्म ऑप्टिमिस्ट है, डार्क रोमांटिज्म पेस्टिमिस्ट है. इसमें एवल और सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्शन, सिन और सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्शन पर बल दिया जाता है. एमर्ज्ड फ्रॉम ट्रांसस्टाइल मूवमेंट which was emerged in 19th century and share many characteristics from realism, and some important authors of dark romanticism were these. Then our next literary movement was American Romanticism. American Romanticism was the first fully fledged literary movement that developed in the US. American Romanticism developed in US. It was made up of a group of authors who wrote and published between 1920 to 1860. The authors of American Romanticism wrote their work between 1820 to 1860 when the US was still finding its feet एज अ न्यू नेशन, जब यूएस जो है वो लड़ाई कर रहा था एक नई नेशन के लिए. दीज गाइज एंड गर्ल्स वर इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द रोमांटिक मूवमेंट दैट हैड डेवलप्ड बैक इन यूरोप, इन ब्रिटेन. द ऑथर्स ऑफ द अमेरिकन रोमांटिज्म वर इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द रोमांटिक मूवमेंट विच वॉज डेवलप्ड इन ब्रिटेन. Like the British Romantics, their work emphasized emotion, a love of nature and imagination. The characteristics of American Romanticism was also the emotion, love of nature and imagination. You know how you feel when you see Old Faithful or the Red Oaks of Utah. Yeah, that feeling. Then American Romanticism are not called American Romanticism for nothing. American Romanticism का American Romanticism से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. That's because while the writer who made up this movement had a lot in common with the European buddies across the sea, because the writers of this movement have similarities from the writers of the European buddies. They also developed their own distinct brand of romanticism. It means European Romanticism developed in US by the writers between 1820 to 1860. They have some common characteristics from the British Romantics, and the characteristics of American Romanticism was emotion, a love of nature and imagination. American romanticism work more on fiction than poetry. They work more on fiction and including American history. This romanticism include American history, dark aspect of American history. Some authors was Washington Irving, Matthew Hawthorne. Next literary movement Gothic novel include supernatural elements इसमें थे like hosts, fairies, etc. Horace Walpole started to write this novel. The first writer who started Gothic novels was Horace Walpole. In 1764, he wrote The Castle of Otranto, considered first Gothic novel. First Gothic novel was The Castle of Otranto, which was written by the Horace Walpole. Authors of Gothic novel was Clara Reeve, Annie Radcliffe, William Thomas Beckford, Matthew Lewis, Charles Dickens की एक वर्क है A Christmas Carol. That our last literary movements in this video was lake poets. Lake poets live in English Lake District and wrote on nature. Important authors of lake poets was William Wordsworth, Coleridge and Robert Southey. Wordsworth, Coleridge and Robert Southey were known as the lake poets because they lived and knew one another in the first few years of the 18th century in the district of Great Lakes in Northwest England. Northwest England में एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट था जहाँ पर ग्रेट लेक्स थी. वहाँ पर ये तीनों रहते थे और तीनों दोस्त थे 18th सेंचुरी में. ठीक है, तो लेक पोइट्स इन्हीं तीनों को कहा जाता है. द फॉर्मर टू वुडवर्थ एंड Coleridge published the lyrical ballad together in 1798. While all three of them had radical inclination in their youth, but later turned conservative and received pensions and poets lordship from the aristocracy. What was the Lake District? Where was the Lake District? Saranic area in northwest England. The Lake District is the area of the area in the northwest England. Lake District was beautiful landscape inspired his love of nature. मतलब वहाँ बहुत ब्यूटीफुल लैंडस्केप था. वहाँ पर उन्होंने ब्यूटीफुल पोएम्स लिखी है नेचर के ऊपर. Like I wandered lonely as a cloud, one of his most notable poem thought to be inspired by the daffodil found in the Lake Districts. Daffodils वहाँ पे पाई जाती है Lake Districts में. Lake poets, the poets Wordsworth, Coleridge and Southey lived in the Lake District. ठीक है, they traversed the same path in politics and poetry. उनका एक ही पाथ था पॉलिटिक्स और पोइट्री को लेके. First inspired by French Revolution, the first inspired from the French Revolution. Wordsworth defined poetry as poetry is the spontaneous overflow of the powerful feeling, and poetry originates from emotion recollected in tranquility. A natural poet working in collaboration with Coleridge in lyrical ballad. Wordsworth and Coleridge composed a very important work, lyrical ballad. Some important work of S.T. Coleridge was Kubla Khan, Christabel, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, Brown, Don Juan, Childhood, Pilgrimage, Shelley, Prometheus, Unbound, Ode to the West Wind, Keats, his mature and important work, Odes to the Nightingale, Odes on the Grecian Urn. Then Recollection of the Lake Poet. Recollection of the Lake Poet is a collection of biographical essay written by the English author Thomas D. Quincy. Thomas D. Quincy wrote a biographical essay, Recollection of Lake Poets. In this work, he wrote the biographies of the Lake Poets. In the original published essay by G. Quincy in Trade's Edinburgh magazine between 34 to 40, he provided some of the earliest, best informed and most truthful account of the Lake Poet. The first version of this work was Trade's Edinburgh magazine, which was published in 1834 to 1840. In this work, he described the truthful information about the Lake Poets, William Wordsworth, Coleridge and Robert Southey, another in the circle.